Hey guys, what's up? We're back with another build. This time it starts off outside of my tiny basement. We're gonna build a wooden outer staircase made out of Bangkirai hardwood. Of course, I begin by marking out my measurements on the wood. These two boards will be the sides of my staircase, so I have to lay out where all the steps are gonna be. Next up, I will cut out 5mm deep rabbets to fit the steps. Here I set up my version of the samurai router jig. I've clamped the guide board along my markings and set the tip of the router bit flush against the board, whilst one of the bearings on the jig has already contact to the guide board. Then I adjust the other bearing to have contact to the board as well. Then I mounted another board to the opposite side of my jig. It's the same thickness as my guide board and will prevent my router from tipping to the side. Here you can see how the bearings work as guidance for the router. This way I can use a simple 16mm router bit for cutting rabbets to work as a flush trim bit with variable depth. If you haven't seen the video where I built the router jig yet, make sure to check that out. I will put a link in the description box down below. And then it was time to actually cut the rabbets. Oh, and by the way, please remind me to build a sturdy set of sawhorses in the near future. We were really satisfied with the cuts for the steps. They fit in pretty damn well. I'm really happy with how easy the cuts for the steps were done with my router jig. This is where we're at after just one afternoon of work. Right beneath the upper step, I will mount one vertical board to give the staircase some more support against shear forces. Now to mount the steps to the sideboards, I use 120mm long stainless steel screws from Spax. Because of their 20mm diameter flathead, these screws can build up a lot of clamping force. Now the outer sides of my boards have these deep grooves, so in order to have a good point of contact for the flatheads, I'm going to cut fitting 20mm wide circles into the wood. For this I use my high quality 20mm Forstner bit from Pharmac. I'm linking down all the tools I use in the description box down below. This has been the third time already that I tried to tidy up my workshop as best as I can. I definitely have to work on clearing out the horizontal spaces long term. Now at this point it was time to cut the boards to the right length and at the right angles. Unfortunately, the weather outside was quite windy, so I moved back into my tiny basement to finish up the work. Now to be able to adjust the height and the stand of the staircase perfectly to the uneven terrace, I'm going to mount a height adjustable heavyweight tilt foot like that on either side. And that's it. Later on I added a handrail off camera. But here's how it looks mounted to the doorway.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a quick thumbs up to let me know. And if you don't want to miss out on future episodes, click that subscribe button down there. See you next time. Bye bye.